Oh my goodness, Bob, we're going on tour.
This is so exciting. Listen, y'all, tickets are available right this very second. Help us sell this tour out. Help us go bananas. So the next time y'all see us, we'll be at Madison Square Garden, Hanny.
Hello, let me tell you something. This is the biggest tour Bob and I are doing. It's going to be great. Lights, camera, action, dancers, podcast, everything you want in a Bob and Monet show, you're going to get. So make sure you get your tickets at bobandmonet.com.
Oh, and there's also going to be brand new music. Ooh. All right, bobandmonet.com. What are you watching?
Oh, I'm watching this is the final tribal council is a survivor. The final tribal council of the first blood versus water season. And it's when like family members compete, like mother and daughter, husband and wife, like brothers and sisters. But you can still vote family members out. Anyway, this girl mom makes it to the end, and her daughter is in the jury helping pick the winner. And on this season, they had these two husbands were together. And he's like, and the mom is just like, white woman who...
Like two husbands, like they're married to each other, two husbands, like two different people's husbands?
No, they're married to each other, a gay couple. And the mom, she kind of abused a lot of the minority family members, like the queer folks. She would like do something shady to them. She'd do something shady to the black guy and his wife. The two Trinidadian sisters, like she was... It may not have been intentional, but baby, it was giving I'm targeting the minorities. And it's in the final tribal council. He just dragged her for like 3 minutes about all of her stuff, and and her daughter starts to cry because he is dragging this white bitch. And the guy dragging her is a white gay guy. It's very good. Hi, Bob. How you doing?
I'm well. Maybe
Are you tired? Bitch, we've been in rehearsal, honey.
I'm a little tired, but I feel like, do I look tired or something?
No.
Oh. Are you tired? Is a loaded question. You tired?
No.
Are you tired? Had a long day.
My guns are unloaded. I came into this episode of Sibling Rivalry with no baggage, with no anything. I came in with love, support, light. And
shut up. Oh my God.
My God.
Shut up.
What the fuck is wrong, Steve?
Shut up. Your declaration of how unloaded you are is actually a declaration of how loaded you are, in my opinion. I'm actually because when
that is the most pessimistic point of view I have ever experienced in my life.
So I'm gonna tell you what you're saying, and then I'm gonna tell you what a lot of people hear. You ready? This is what a person says. I didn't come here with any anger. I didn't come here with any baggage. I came here being happy. This is what people hear. You're in a bad mood. You're upset. You're clowning.
The projections. Listen, I can't speak for you. I'm speaking from a me place. I woke up this morning. I went to the gym. I had great sex. I had spam and eggs on my sandwich. I woke up feeling great, motherfucker. So I am feeling good. I am feeling lovely. We've had a lovely string of rehearsals with the House of Juicy Couture. It's been a really great weekend. I am very happy about life right now. And because you're a curmudgeon and somebody shitting your fucking coffee and you are having, I don't know what kind of morning you're having. I thought it was a good one, but apparently it's not.
I'm having a great morning, but you're like, you're tired, and then you go, I'm having a great morning. I'm in a good mood. And I'm like,
my God, listen, you need to take that. What did Patty told me anytime anyone is seeming to let's use my words wisely here. If I meet someone,
now you're choosing wisely. When did you start deciding to choose wisely?
Since the day I met you, nigga. That's when I started choosing wisely.
Wow, when does it kick in? Is the question. That's my question. When
I feel like it. When I feel like it, because I'm a full autonomous human motherfucking being.
Oh, there's the good mood.
And also, Taylor. Taylor O'Rear, if you are listening to or watching this motherfucking podcast, bitch, come get this motherfucking bag that is in the bottom left of this screen. Bitch, get this bag or it is going in the trash. This bag has been sitting here since the MTV Movie Awards. And Taylor, I will be throwing it away. I'm throwing it away today. I want to see, well, when someone like leaves something in your house, does it drive you insane?
No. I want to go back to this Patty thing. When people seem to be,
when you seem that you need to get something off your chest, write about it. Just write about it.
Why would you have to choose your words wisely on that?
No, because what I was going to say before, I choose to say when people seem like they need to get something off their chest because you clearly have something you need to say, you should write about it. Write about it.
What? I feel like there's a difference. Here's the big difference between you and me. I don't hold things in. I get it off my chest in the moment. I don't hide it. I don't shield it.
But what am I holding in? I came in here and I was like, I wasn't holding anything in. I would say I've had a great morning. I went to the gym. I feel like I have energy. And you're like, oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, please. Piss off, mate. Please go somewhere with that shite. That was you. So you clearly there's something percolating that you need to say, honey.
I've already said my pieces. I don't have any like secret. There's no secret pieces.
Well, there's like something underlying. Anyway, that's not the point. How is your morning?
I had a wonderful morning. I woke up and Ezra made us some toast, and I had some fittings. I hired a stylist to help me out with We're Here because I didn't have time to go shopping for my last episode. And you have to bring like 9 outfits per episode. And I didn't have time to go shopping for any of that. So I had a wonderful stylist named Kai help me out. And then I left from that. And then I said goodbye to Ezra. And then I came home. And then I said hello to Jacob. And then I sat down and we started recording.
Work.
Yeah. So no,
do you want to ask me any questions?
There's no piss in my cornflakes. No one.
Do you want to ask me any questions about my morning?
You told me you woke up, you had good sex, you had Spam and eggs, and I think you said you worked out. So I already know your morning.
But there may be some other stuff I didn't say yet.
What are the other? You sound like you want to tell me. What other things you want to do?
I took a great shit this morning. You know when you have like a really good one, when you just have one and you feel like, wow, my life has changed. I had one of those this morning as well.
I don't think I've ever had a life-changing shit, no. But I don't want to negate your experience, but I don't think I've ever had a life-changing shit unless it was like had a really negative impact. Unless like you shit and there's blood in your stool. That would probably change your life. But I never really understood the people who like relish in shitting. Because
Well, I started relishing in shitting when I started taking fiber. Because fiber, when I do fiber, I do 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup at night. And when you start taking fiber regular like that, when I tell you, I feel like everything comes out of you. Like, bitch, when you take a shit, you have unleashed a dragon. Like everything that was inside of you has just been excreted out of your body, and it's like that. It feels like you legit feel like 10 pounds lighter. You're like, oh my God. Oh my God.
You know, I've really never not been regular unless I had some sort of a stomach problem, unless I was specifically experiencing constipation or something. But I've always been pretty good at maintaining a very regular schedule. So I'm not being too vulgar here.
Yeah, I've always had a regular schedule as well, but it's just when you add the fiber to it, so even if you are regular, like normally even before fiber, I would go at least twice a day, or like regularly, like twice a day. But then when you start taking fiber, you still go twice a day, but those 2 times, you feel like everything you had before the last one is gone, and like vice versa. It's like vice versa. So I recommend to anyone, even if you are regular, to start taking it. You will feel just so much lighter, honestly.
You know, lots of people really like take fiber. Some people take Activia. Some people eat Activia as their form of fiber, which is yogurt.
I'm not a big yogurt person. Are you a big yogurter?
No, I'm not a big yogurt person, but I do like yogurt. I like frozen yogurt, and I also like cups of yogurt with. I like Greek yogurt. I like Chobani. I also like Fage. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Faye.
I enjoy that one, and I used to really like you can call whips or something. It was like this fluffy, whipped up yogurt that I used to eat when I was like 19 years old, living in Minneapolis. Then I went back and ate some recently, and I was like, this is entirely too sweet.
My first introduction into yogurt was as a kid. It was Gogurt.
The grab and go yogurt.
When a Gogurt commercial started to come into my Saturday morning cartoons, when I tell you I would, because as you know, I was a very fat kid. When I saw a treat on TV, I wanted that treat to become reality. I want my mom to sim sell a beam, honey, and get the motherfucking treat to our fridge. So when them Go commercials, I mean, and again, this is why advertisements, right? This is why they make so much fucking money, because they fucking work. I would like torment my mom. I was like, Mom, I need to have Gogurt. Like, I need Gogurt. Like I need water. Like, I need cereal. Like, I need that curry goat. I need Gogurt, Mom. I need it. And then she got it for me, and I would eat like, bitch, I would be home on a Saturday and I'd have like 4 Gogurts. And then she'd come back, she'd be like, Kevin, what happened to all the Gogurt? I was like, I had a snack. And I was murking Gogurt. I was throwing Gogurts back. I need to go to GGA, Gogurt's Anonymous. I was fucked up on Gogurt.
I've never had a Gogurt, and it's just like a popsicles, like those frizzy pops, but yogurt instead, right?
Yes. It's just marketing.
I think that Gogurt actually did fill a needed hole in society, which is sometimes you want to eat yogurt, but you don't have time to sit down with a spoon and the cup. But if you can just like squirt it into your mouth, I think they're actually onto something. I'm not gonna say that Gogurt. I think Gogurt filled a need.
Oh my God! Should we make adult Gogurts, like Greek yogurt in a little thingy to go? Because here's the thing. Yeah,
should we make them? No, you and me? No, not
yes,
interested.
we can. We can.
I didn't say we can't. I said not. I didn't say we can't. I said not interested.
That bitch making her little pink sauce. If she can make pink sauce, we can make adult AGG adult Gogurt.
I do believe that we could make Gogurt. I believe that you and I have the capacity to make Gogurt. I don't think I have the desire to make Gogurt, adult Gogurt.
And to your point, sure, they made Gogurt for kids on the go. Bitch, do you know what I was doing? I would walk to the fridge, sit my fat ass on the couch, and just have 4 of them. I'd just be sitting there telling myself,
no, I don't think
I was not on the go. Things I was on the go.
But what it is like you don't have to have a spoon. You know what I mean? I think that Gogurt is smart. I personally think it is very smart. It's kind of like when you eat the applesauce. Have you seen these applesauce packs?
I've seen those. I'm not an applesauce eater, so I've never delighted in.
You just twist the cap off and you just squeeze. It's so convenient.
Oh, applesauce. That was one kid thing. I could not like applesauce, and I love apples, but I don't like applesauce.
I love applesauce. I love Mott's. I think Mott's did like a thing with Hawaiian Punch where they made like Hawaiian Punch
apples, like Kulikles, Clapples.
No, it was like Hawaiian Punch flavored applesauce. It was so good, and I also I still enjoy applesauce to this day. You know, when I had my surgery, I was eating applesauce, and I was
BBL.
My BBL.
Mm-hmm.
I was eating applesauce because I was like, oh, this feels so good.
And I feel like it really made your ass popping. Like I feel like because of like the enzymes and the applesauce, it really got percolating your ass. And we were in rehearsal yesterday, and
those are the donuts.
We were in rehearsal yesterday, and I was grabbing Bob's little booty. Bob has a nice little butt, and maybe in the show, Bob might be shaking it around a little bit, honey. She gonna be giving y'all a little Bob exchange. Oh my God, Bob exchange, your little booty. Bob goes to myself.
I do. There's none of that happening in the show, not for me anyway. But I don't want to overpromise anything. Do you subscribe to anyone on OnlyFans?
Here and there. Oh God. Here and there. When you first introduced me to Pimmin' Op, I subscribe to Pimenop's OnlyFans, and but anyway, anytime I subscribe, I unsubscribe because I'll probably do it for a month and I'll come back like 2 months later. But I haven't recently. I mean, look, I don't think I've subscribed to anyone's recently.
Whenever you subscribe to someone's OnlyFans, you have to immediately unsubscribe. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me well. That is you whenever you subscribe to an OnlyFans, you have to immediately unsubscribe or you will be looking crazy at the end of the quarter.
I don't have anyone right now. I don't subscribe to anyone right now. But I will say Pimenop, because I do follow Pimenop on Twitter. Pimenop's fucking Twitter, I think he just hit like 119K. Sorry. I think they just hit 119K. I was like, Pimenop. But to be fair, Pimenop's penis is a modern day marvel. I want to start a petition to have it be the 8th wonder of the world.
God.
The 8-inch, the 9-inch wonder of the world. It's insane.
It is a very, very large penis, yes.
Yeah. And they're very beautiful too. So you're not just getting this great penis, but also this like very hot person with this very hot face and beautiful. I mean, I do miss old Pimenop with the clacks, honey. She would have the 12-inch nails. I was like, that was very hot. They've since not had any acrylics for a while, but maybe they'll go back. And I think
let's talk about some more. Let's talk about some more OnlyFans after the break. And we're black.
Who's tickling your OnlyFans pickle right now?
Well, I told you about Pimenop on OnlyFans. There's also an OnlyFans for someone named Cleo Mercury. Is a great OnlyFans that I recommend you all get into. If you're into androgynous.
How do you spell Cleo? Like Cleo, like Cleopatra?
Yes, CLEO, Cleo, and then Mercury, and then their Twitter is Cleo Mercury with 3 X's. If you're into androgynous fantasies, Cleo Mercury might also be an OnlyFans that you might be interested in. They identify as a tomboy and femboy. They identify as the crossover between a tomboy and a femboy. Would you ever make an OnlyFans?
I would never make an OnlyFans. Okay, but which one is Cleo? Okay, in this one, we've got to blur this out. In this one, which one is Cleo? Is Cleo?
If you just keep scrolling, I can't see. It's put over your face. You have a hold over your face. No, Cleo's. No. If you just keep scrolling, Cleo's the Asian one. The Asian one, yeah.
Got it. Work.
Why would you never make an OnlyFans? You can make a lot of money. I mean, you already have your entire ass on. You know, there was someone that someone whose OnlyFans I subscribed to. And when I got in there, when I tell you they were not showing anything you can't show on, like, I mean, maybe you might get in a little trouble on Instagram. And they were making a lot of money. So you already posted
how do you know how much money these people are making? Did they post their numbers?
A lot of people do post their numbers, but also you can see at the top how many likes they have, and you can like assume. You know what I mean? I don't know the exact dollar amount they were making. This one guy online posted that he made.
I remember the white guy, the white kid on TikTok.
He posted like I just saw his TikTok, but I can't remember. He posted like he made like $6 million or something in a year, and you know that one girl, Catch Me Outside.
Oh, bad baby.
Yeah, Reno Gold makes I think $6 million in a year, but Bad Baby, Catch Me Outside, she made $40 million in a.
That is crazy.
In a month.
That's crazy.
Mona, I'm gonna say that again so y'all can hear me.
Like, is that definite? Is that really? Is that like 100? Is that
girl? She posted screen grabs, and if you go to her page, I mean, how much is her OnlyFans? You know, if it's less than $10, I'll subscribe right now and tell you how many folks are up in there. OnlyFans. Her name is, I don't know her. I don't think her real name is her OnlyFans name was Catch Me Outside. Bad Barbie.
Bad Baby.
Bad Baby. How do you spell baby?
BHABIE.
Who's Bad Barbie?
That's another person.
Who is that?
I don't know.
And they're not spelled the same?
I don't think so.
Is she bad Barbie? Girl, Bad Baby has 1.61 million likes. Her OnlyFans is $24 a month.
Bob, buy it.
I'm not buying that shit. I'll use the Sibling Rivalry account. You buy it, bitch.
No.
I'm not paying $23 to see what's in there. I'm not paying $23 to see what's
$250?
No, 24. It's $24, $23.99 a month. But I also have
Bob,
a
that
sneaky
is a ticket to
suspicion
go
that
see Multiverse of Madness. That's
which I didn't see.
that's a ticket to the movies on a Friday.
I go to the movies once, maybe twice a year, maybe. Last movie I saw was The Batman, and she was disappointed, and I want my money back for that too. I enjoyed the popcorn more than I enjoyed the movie. Now you buy Bad Baby's OnlyFans.
If I've had Bad Baby, I am invoicing Sibling Rivalry, honey. And you know what? And I have the keys to the account. I will be transferring my money immediately, expeditiously.
And I will send your ass to prison for what's the word? Embezzlement. Oh, immediately. Talk about expeditious. Immediately.
Imagine I do it right now. In 5 minutes, I hear the door. Sir?
Bernie Madoff, we're here to pick you up.
Okay, so she made $40 million in a month, Bob?
Girl, she has 1.61, and I don't think she's showing anything on there either. Like, I don't think she's showing anything crazy.
So what is the appeal? Because of like her online persona, people just because I think hers was the thing was like as soon as she turned 18 and she became legal, she did it. So that just speaks to like, I mean, and again, she's legal.
I don't think she did. She's 19, so I think she waited a little bit.
No. But I think I remember this story. Like she did it like as soon as she turned 18 is when she made it, and that's why it became like this big thing. Because she was like, as soon as I turn 18, I'm gonna make my OnlyFans. And like it was like on her 18th birthday, she did this, and it was just like crazy influx.
I mean, honestly, you got to use what you got to get what you want. And
$40 million in a month, Bob? No.
I just don't know I don't know what you're supposed to do with that amount of money. Oh, bitch, yeah, because she grossed $52 million.
But after their cut, she got $40 million.
Isn't that wild?
I need to figure. What can I mean, what? I mean, I also
maybe
I just
that was a year, and I'm because I found the Oh no, maybe that was in the year.
Okay,
so
that makes a little more sense.
In February, she made $657,000. In January, she made $700,000. In October of 2021, she made $1 million.
She posted this online.
Yeah, because it's to flex. Isn't this the same as holding up a stack of money to your ear?
Yeah.
You know? Isn't this the same as Nicki Minaj saying $50K for a verse, no album out?
Yeah. You're not wrong. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, she made $2 million in August. So, like, what is she doing with all this? I hope she's paying her taxes.
I mean,
so you telling me if all you have to do is post a couple of ass clap pictures on the internet, and you could get half of that, you wouldn't do it.
But I don't think
for $20 million. You wouldn't do it for $20 million?
I would, but I don't think I would make that money. I don't think that I have the same sex appeal and what I'm not selling what Bad Baby is selling, and I do not think I would. If I made an OnlyFans, I would maybe on like a really, really good Monet's turning the party on OnlyFans, I think I would make maybe $50,000 out of the year. Maybe.
Well, what are you posting? Are you busting down, or are you just getting a little? Are you just posting a little bit?
The most they will see is what I post on my Instagram. I'm not sucking no dick on OnlyFans. I'm not taking no dick on OnlyFans. I'm not showing my dick on OnlyFans. I would show my ass, and that's it.
Could you just walk around in your hair, in a gaff?
Not Bob marketing my OnlyFans.
I'm managing. Walk around in the hair with a gaff on,
and with my ass out.
Nah, bitch, with your ass covered up, wearing a 3-piece suit. Yes, bitch, ass out.
But you have to be really smart about how you do it. Like, there are ways to like you can show less and make because it's all about the tease, right? And
Gypsy Rose.
It's all about the tease, the art of the tease. Dita Von Tease, the art of the tease. It's all about like doing it in like a really cunty, smart way that I don't know. It's a lot. That Bob. Okay, well, I'm not making OnlyFans. I'm not making. I don't know why we're having the conversation.
You're the one plotting and planning how you gonna make.
Bitch, you're driving the car. You brought me to this point. You were like, Monet, hear me out. You stared us here.
Well, I'm about to make Jacob bust down on OnlyFans. So y'all sign up for Jacob OnlyFans.
How many OnlyFans are you currently, like, how many are you currently subscribed to?
Maybe like 2 or 3, I think. I mean, but I always unsubscribe. So I'm not like actually subscribed to any of them, if that makes any sense, because I subscribe and then I unsubscribe. So I only see them for like a month.
Do you ever like go to some tease on Instagram or I've been guilty of this. Some tease on Instagram or TikTok because TikTok is one of my favorite talks when you just scrolling through and some guy like doing some dance, his big ass dick flopping his pants, and I've definitely subscribed and unsubscribed immediately to those to see what's really good, and then I'm like, child, please. Anyway, this should be boring as hell. They don't show nothing, but that's how they get you.
There's also several people who have free OnlyFans. You remember Shay had OnlyFans for a while.
Yeah, but it was just for like content.
Yeah. I didn't say she was busting down. I'm just saying she had OnlyFans for a while.
Because no one said OnlyFans. OnlyFans has become a porn thing, but OnlyFans
they were going to stop. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Because of the whole Bella Poarch thing.
And the internet gathered them, honey. The internet gathered them.
But it's also, okay, do you only do OnlyFans or do you do just for fans too? If someone said just for fans, I'm like, baby, I'm not making another account.
No, if you have just for fans, it's been wonderful, but I'll never see you again.
Right? Just for fans is just not. I'm not putting my
Plastique had OnlyFans, and so did Katya.
What did Katya put on her OnlyFans?
I have no clue. I didn't subscribe to it.
Oh yeah, Plastique did. I forgot about this. Plastique got OnlyFans. To be fair, Plastique's really hot. So I mean.
Did Plastique still have the OnlyFans? No, I think it's gone. She took it down.
Yeah, she doesn't have it anymore.
OnlyFans announced Plastique Tiara is here to work. Polished, persistent, and now on OnlyFans. Plastique is serving her fiercest looks and talent, realness exclusively to her fans. The stylish queens can't wait to meet you. So head over to join her. And then when you click on the link, it takes you nowhere. The page is gone. Maybe it was it seemed like it was like a group promotion between them, because OnlyFans, like the official OnlyFans Twitter, posted about it.
You know, maybe that
was an attempt to rebrand.
At one point, I thought about getting boobs at one point.
When?
Like maybe like a year before Drag Race, like that, like year before Drag Race, I was like, maybe I should get boobs. I was like thinking about like my drag. Listen, everything is about how easy I was like, it'll make my drag so much easier. I would be able to wear so many things that I can't wear if I just got boobs. I should just get boobs. And then I decided not to do it. But I thought about it. Like for a good like 4 months, I was like, I should get boobs.
You could always get boobs.
Just to clarify, you mean breast implants?
Yes, breast implants. I thought about getting breast implants.
Yeah, you don't have to be a woman to have boobs.
I know.
Anyone can have boobs. And
if you change your mind down the road, right now.
And if you change your mind down the road, girl, get yourself some titties. You gotta live your life. You gotta do what feels right for you in that particular.
And I'm like, imagine if I got boobs back then, I would have boobs. Bitch, that would be cunt.
Well, you can still be cunt, Mona. You can still go get those boobs, and cuntiness is just. I
wouldn't.
How big are we talking?
But chick wasn't know how big I'm talking. I would have probably gotten like a 38D or like a 38 or like a 38C. Because I wanted to balance me out. Like I'm not no tiny girl. Like I am Monet the Stallion. Like I would have definitely I would think like a 38C or D. But then now knowing what I know, especially with Explant, Michelle's documentary about like implant sickness and so many things that can happen when you get boob implants, and like it just seems like I'm happy I never went down that road, because it could have led to who knows what health concerns with me. So, I'm happy I did.
Just to be clear, Michelle Visage had those boobs in for a very long time. Michelle had those boobs in I think literally before you were born. And technology has changed a lot since Michelle Visage got her boobs done.
It has, but listen, who knows? I mean, but there's still the unknown, right? You just you just do never know. And I mean, when I got them, I didn't plan on getting them and getting them out in 10 years. I would think I would keep them for the rest of my life. And then so who knows? You know what I mean? But yeah, and lots of people get boobs all the time. People get boobs every day and live with them for decades. And they're fine, but who knows?
You know, there are lots of people now who are getting their boob implants taken out and having them replaced with fat. They're getting in like basically a BBL for your breast. There's like a lot of people are doing that now.
Really?
Yep, that is a thing.
Girl,
you can get that done.
No,
but in order to do that, you have to have something to give. So you have to like gain weight or just have the weight already.
Well, I have a lot to give.
Some of these skinny girls be trying to get these BBLs, but they don't have nothing to give.
Mm-hmm. And you can't take fat from someone else and put it inside of you, right? Because like blood and shit, and there's like a lot.
To be honest, I don't know. There's probably some sort of a I think obviously if so, it probably have to be a really specific person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because you can take entire organs from people and put them inside other people as well. So.
Yeah, this is true, but there are a lot of compatibility things. I think it'll be like the same blood type and that. Like there are issues that come into play with that. So I'm sure the same thing would do with fat.
That's what
I would imagine.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah. You can't just take anyone's fat and put it in someone else. But I'm sure but maybe if they are the right donor, maybe they can. I don't know.
Well, let's take a little break, Bob, and I'll tell you about the fat I'm going to put in your ass. Okay, we're back. So my goal for Bob and I to fully converge, I want to take the fat from my belly and put it in Bob's butt and give Bob the exchange family secret.
Which is a BBL. So you admit it.
I'm giving you a BBL. I'm not getting a BBL.
You said it's the exchange family secret.
Which is, no, is a big ass, not a BBL.
Oh, that's a secret? Interesting. You know, I am grateful. I like my butt the way it is, and I don't think I want to add anything to it. And, you know, I think that I'll probably end up gaining weight over time, and my butt will get bigger. And then I might lose some weight, my butt will get smaller. But my butt is usually in some way proportioned to the rest of my body. To the rest of my body. I don't have one. No one's ever like, oh my God, that butt is so flat, or that butt is so big. It's like, oh, that's your butt for sure.
Bob, I want to take a little bit of time just to not brag, but to celebrate. So like I said, so Bob and I, and this is y'all's chance too, we give y'all a little insight tea. We're currently in rehearsals for our tour. And when I tell you, I was like a little bit near tears yesterday rehearsing with the House of Juicy Couture because they are just so fucking good. And they have so much energy, and they came into rehearsals being so fierce. I am so excited to tour with them. We were telling them about future plans for like the next leg of the tour. What? And they're so excited, and it's just been so lovely.
Now you announcing the next leg. Oh my God.
Oh, well, maybe complete that part out. But I really love them, and they're so great, and I love them.
Yeah, you know, House of Juicy Couture, they bring a very wonderful vibe to. Just so we're clear, when we say House of Juicy Couture, obviously we don't mean every member of the House of Juicy Couture. We have, you know, there's hundreds of Juicies around the
from
world. Not even everyone from Legendary. We specifically have Day Day, Kamaya, Brooklyn, and BYU joining us on our tour, and they're the ones who are pictured in the poster as well. You know, they bring in a really lovely energy. They are all so different, all very funny. Kamaya keeps running around with a chair.
The chair.
Whenever anyone argues, she picks up a chair and just runs across the room.
Or whenever someone's doing something really fierce, she like picks up the chair and she has to strike them with the chair.
I think Kamaya and Brooklyn are the next Sibling Rivalry. These two be going at it. I feel like, oh my God. I be like, is this how folks feel when me?
Yes, Bob. Yes.
When me and Monet be arguing.
And not me and Monet. This is how people feel when you see do like Monet was earlier. Speak from an I place. Try that.
Shut the fuck up. What's your part in this?
Oh my God. Bob's favorite line is, what's your part of this? Sometimes it's not someone's part. Sometimes it's all you.
That is very interesting that you say that. That is very interesting that you say that because You know, like my mom used to always say. I ain't arguing by myself.
But sometimes
I ain't arguing by myself.
You've never been in a verbal exchange of words with someone and they are fully just arguing with themselves. You sitting there like they are just going off. You have not said 2 words and they're just going off. That's someone arguing with themselves. That's someone who wants to argue.
I don't find myself in those scenarios terribly often. Me and Monet were talking recently about disagreeing with our partners, and we are very different. Me and Monet are like, I just be like, oh my God. I was like, this is wild. Girl, we be talking, we be like, listen, I just want to.
Well, I have a long history of dating hood ass niggas. Like, that's just what it was. Like, it's just, whatever.
I just want to clarify that people from the hood also know how to use their words. And
no one is saying that. I'm talking about my experience about the people I used to fuck with, and that's my own toxic behavior.
And I'm just clarifying that there are lots of hood niggas in the world who know how to use their words.
I'm sure there are. They're not the ones I fucked with.
Why were you interested in like dating toxic guys?
No, it's just what I found myself. I was dating DL guys, so they're just toxic by nature. It's just what it was.
I just don't understand what about DL guys. I never understood what is attractive about DL guys. It never made sense to me. It never made sense to me. I just want to maybe get in your brain a little bit.
I mean, I think it was what I saw a lot of my friends dating at the time. What I thought was fierce, what I thought was hot, having to do with like a nice ass car and shit, and had like nice things. I thought that was popping, and I.
But is it the nice things? Because it doesn't sound like from an outsider. It doesn't sound like it's about the nice thing. There's lots of people with nice things.
The aesthetic of nice things, right? Like the dude who was driving a nice car and would be rocking the type of clothes that I thought was hot at the time. What I thought was
what's a nice car?
Like a BMW X5, fresh with the rims, coming out with his fitted, a baggy white tee, jeans, some fresh Timbs, hot.
And I feel like there's lots of guys like that who aren't toxic and aren't DL too. So that's what I'm saying. What is it about the DL?
Not from my neighborhood where I live. I did not know any guy who looked like that and dressed like that. Maybe in Atlanta, in New York, I did not know guys that looked and dressed like that were out and open. Like, yes, queen. Or did not find one ever. They were always DL.
So was it? I guess my question is it the aesthetics or is it the DL that's attractive?
It was the aesthetic. It was giving someone who was out and gay, and that was not a thing. You would not find dudes who had all of that stuff going on and were out and gay. I had never met one. Well, back then, right? Like young, like 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old me. I'm sure they were out there, but I did not know these people.
And did you want to date? You didn't find straight guys attractive? Like the straightness, you didn't find straightness attractive?
I mean, I'm sure there was a part of the straightness that was attractive, but if I was to find the same thing in a person who was open and who was not closeted, I would have found that hot too. But I never found dudes who were into that kind of stuff and that lifestyle and who adorned themselves in those things. I did not find that same thing in out queer people. They were always closeted guys.
And what do you think changed? What was it about the queer aesthetic that you didn't find attractive?
I think that I came to my own love and self-acceptance of me, especially through drag, and I realized that I didn't want that anymore. I was like, if I wanted to be in a relationship with someone, I did not want to be this afterthought. I did not want to be this secret lover. I wanted to be someone who was open about loving me, just like I wanted to be with them. And I think a lot of it is just age. Like you grow up, you're like, this is not cute. Like I cannot be. I was like, I was picturing my life. I was like, when I'm 35, 40 years old, and I want to like have a kid and with a partner.
35 and 40 are not the same thing. 35 and 40 are not.
Duh, Bob. I'm giving example anyway. But I was like, when I become 35, 40 years old, like, do I like, and I want to bring someone home to my family, and I want to have kids, and I want to go on vacation. I was like, I'll never be able to do this with someone who's closeted. And as I grew up, I was like, yeah, this is not cute. Nigga, bye. And I just moved on. A lot of that comes with just age and growth and maturity. Like when you're young, when you were young, you will accept the dumbest shit. Let me speak for y'all, for anyone else. When I was young, I was willing to accept anything, because a lot of that was my self-worth about how I feel and value myself. And I wasn't fully out the closet. I wasn't fully like loving and accepting all who Kevin and Monet was. So with age, I grew and understood like that shit was whack. And I need to see my value and my worth. And I can't be with someone who doesn't see that. I want that.
There is a, in my opinion, it's kind of like a stereotypical difference between theater majors and music majors. And something about being a theater major is you just come out like, not always, obviously, but you come out like you really early. Like you're like, I'm gay, and you come out. There's something about music majors are, it's weird because they are acting so, and I've seen this a lot of times. Let me finish this thought. Because they don't know, everyone doesn't, a lot of time music majors are acting so gay. And I mean like visibly gay to anyone who can see or hear them. Like anyone is like, this is gay as hell, but they won't say they're gay. And when so at my school, the music campus and the theater campus were like a block away from each other. We were all downtown, so everyone was on the main campus except for the performance majors, and we were all in two different campuses downtown. And those music majors, the way they would come over and just be so gay, but then talk to us about our gayness as if they weren't us, was really strange.
A lot of it, and I'll tell you what it is, it's church. A lot of it is religion and church. A lot of, especially in New York, all the theater kids, like a lot of them were so out and so whatever, because and the main difference between the theater kids and the music kids was all the music kids, we all went to the same churches, or we all would sing at each other's churches, or we were all in like choirs and stuff, where that was not I mean, I'm not saying that all the theater kids were like that, but the majority of the theater kids, that was not the experience. They weren't church kids. A lot of kids in chorus and in the music department were all kids who grew up singing in church, who wanted to grow that gift in high school. Whereas the theater kids were kids who have been doing theater. They've been doing theater summer camps and stuff like that. And some of them were church kids too, but the majority of music kids were all, even this was the same thing for me in college and high school and middle school. All the kids in music were church kids who could sing, and all the theater kids were kids who liked to just sing music, who did not necessarily come from a church experience. And I found that to be the main difference in the two. And church, as we know, is toxic as fuck. All these motherfuckers in church be gay as hell.
Oh my gosh, shots fired at churches. That actually sounds terrible.
Church and chicken?
When you were at church, when you were working at church, when I met when I worked at church, did they know you were gay?
Yeah, as an adult, I went to Christ Church on 60th Street in Park, and it was an openly accepting gay church. Like the pastor was not like fire and brimstone to down to the fags. He was like, God loves everyone. He accepts everyone, gay,
including
straight.
The fags.
Yeah, he was like God loves fags. I mean, he God loves faggots. He loves lesbians. He loves dykes. He loves trans people. Like, come on. Like that's what I went to. That's where I was working at. I could not in my adult life work at a church that was anti-gay. No way. Bitch, I used to go to church in drag. You know this. I used to go be in rehearsal, getting ready for therapy. Time to work, wig on. Like that's how I went to church.
But I also know there's a thing where people I've noticed a thing where people can be in churches and you can just act gay and do everything gay as long as you don't say you're gay.
James Hall.
I've seen guys up in church, I mean, in what seems like full drag, but they just be like, I'm not gay though. But they don't say they're not gay. They just don't say, I don't know who that is. Who's James Hall?
James Hall is this black queer. I think he may be out now. I'm not, anyone who knows James Hall music, James Hall is in church giving high camp, high drag, high glamour. Okay? Anyone who has, just y'all Google James Hall, you're like, this motherfucker is GAY. He's performing at GAY this Friday. James Hall is gay. And everyone in the church knew this. Like, you would go to James Hall concerts and you're like, But it was like this unsaid, spoken, no one ever said anything about it, but everyone in the church scene knew James Hall was gay. Everyone knows that Ricky Dillard is gay. You know what I mean?
Yes, James Hall recently sued his ex for giving him an STI.
This is James Hall. Yes. everyone knows that Donald Lawrence is a fag. And I mean, y'all can, if church folk listen to this, you can say what you
Who's
want.
Donald Lawrence?
Donald Lawrence, he sings your mom's favorite song. Encourage yourself. Donald Lawrence is gay as hell.
Oh,
Donald Lawrence gay.
Fingers?
Uh-huh. He gay.
Oh my God, I'm not when they out in church people.
I'm not outing church people. Everyone in church knows this.
So James Hall is out now.
Is he out now?
I'm asking you. I just found out James Hall existed.
I don't know.
About 3 minutes ago.
Yes, he is out.
I don't know.
He recently sued his gay lover for giving him an STI.
Work. Well, James Hall is out. I mean, and again, everyone grew up with like knowing these people were gay, but you just kind of don't. I mean, you grew up in the church. You know this. There are people walking around the church and everybody be like, Mary.
I want to be clear. I went to church growing up. I did not grow up in the church. There's a difference between growing up Southern Baptist and being like someone who was like always in the church. I'm trying to see who James Hall follows online. He follows RuPaul. No, I'm kidding. No, he follows only person we have in common. He follows Titus Burgess.
Oh,
that is the only. There was someone that I don't remember his name, and I'm actually kind of afraid to even mention his name on the podcast anyway, because he kind of scares me, quite frankly. But he was a guy that Andrew Caldwell was like feuding with. But this guy, like, he is just like.
Can you type in the chat or something?
I don't know his name, and I don't even know his name, so I couldn't tell you even. But even if I did know it, I wouldn't say it anyway, because he's always posting videos online with like he dresses kind of like James Hall. Like, he wears like church lady hats with these suits, and he like carries like a gun, and he always is like he's online being like he goes online and he says stuff, and he's like let's say you had an issue with him, he'll be like, well, Kevin, I found your address and I'll be showing up at your home. I'll be outside with my gun. And then he posted a video of himself outside someone's home in his little church outfit with, I'm like, this is.
And is he gay?
He seems it. If I find, I know this is not, sorry to mention something but I can never remember his name. But I remember finding it and being like, oh my God, this is so scary. Like, I would be like, I would not want to beef with this guy because he looks like he has proclivities toward violence.
I mean, Andrew Cole is the main one. Like, literally, this gay. I mean, he's straight.
He's not gay no more,
right? He's this straight man. Had a viral video of him at church and was like, "I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I would not like. I would whatever. Women. I remember it.
He did an episode of Wild 'N Out.
You told me this, which is crazy.
It was him versus Lotto.
Which is crazy. Yeah, and by Lotto, BD Energy. Her. She. That Lotto.
I was crazy. Like, yeah, I mean, I wonder who is. I don't know if they reached out to him or if he just has a great team.
No, he probably reached out to them. Maybe, who knows? Honestly, at this day and age, who knows? Social media, who knows?
Excuse me. Nick Cannon just said that he loves him.
Nigga, wake your ass up. Go ahead.
I'm not eating breakfast yet.
Really? I had. Oh, can I see what I had for breakfast?
I had toast. Ezra did make me toast. So
I was about to say, did you say you had toast earlier? So
yeah, but is toast a full breakfast?
Did you have anything on the toast? It just give you some dry ass bread?
I had 2 pieces of toast. One was jelly and one was avocado.
Work. I had this morning. I had my Ezekiel bread English muffin, cut it in half, toasted it. I made an egg sunny side up, and then I fried 2 pieces of Spam, and I fried some onions, and I put them all in a sandwich together with a half a slice of white cheddar cheese, and that was my breakfast. And I had 1 spring roll, and it was fucking good. Oh, y'all, those pork katsu spring rolls from Trader Joe's, chef's kiss, so good. It's not an ad either. I just had to let y'all know what I had. Okay, so
when I get off this Zoom, I'm probably going to go to Jack in the Box and get the number 23, but I don't get sauce. I get cheddar cheese instead. I get 1 pack of ketchup, and then I get a large caramel iced coffee.
Jack in the Box is just so underwhelming. Like, I've never had a thing at Jack in the Box that I like. It's just never good.
I love their breakfast burrito. I'm so happy. Every time I eat their breakfast burrito, I'm so happy. I'm always like, I'm so happy that I'm always thinking to myself, I'm happy that I'm eating this. When I get it without the sauce. That sauce, the cheese sauce is too much. I get it with cheddar cheese instead. And I'm always like, oh, thank God I'm eating this. I'm so happy.
Thank God I'm eating this. I can't.
Like some people eat unhealthy food and they go, oh, I hate myself for that. And I'm like, I'm so glad I ate that. I'm happy.
We are working out a lot this week. We've been doing a lot of dancing. So,
are you sore?
No.
Today I'm very sore.
Only thing that hurts is my plantar fasciitis, and that shit. And I met someone else the other day. She was like, "Girl, I have it too." And I was like, what do you do?
Don't. Were you still like we're all of us know what plantar fasciitis is?
Plantar fasciitis is when it's basically bone spurs in the bottom of your foot. So a lot of time people who are flat footed get them, and I have them in my right foot and my heel. It's just especially in more when you first wake up in the morning, it hurts so bad. And for some people, they can't even walk because it's really bad. So she gave me some things that she does. She buys heel stretching socks that she wears at night to help the bone stay stretched, so it's not just like this all night. And then you can wear these heel things to make them a better. But bitch, this morning my foot was fucked up. I'm like, oh girl, it's not gonna be good when I get older. But here we are.
I had shin splints yesterday from dancing. Just so y'all know, Monet and I we are dancing on this show. For us anyway. I mean, I'm sure that Kennedy Davenport will probably wag her finger at what we're doing. But for me, this is a lot of dancing.
And I want to reiterate.
Nigga, wake your ass up. Wake your ass up.
I'm sorry. I want to reiterate because some people they're like, what? You're doing what? Our tour is not just Bob and I going to a city, sitting down on the stage and talking at each other for an hour and a half. No, the whole first hour of our show is a drag show. Bob and I doing our own original music. We have videos. We have dancers. How just Couture. It's like a full show. Then we're going to do a 30-minute podcast and then end with this really big, crazy number. So it is not just a podcast. I know, and no shade to podcast tours that just do that. That's good for them. But ours is a full show. Just so y'all know, in case y'all still have question marks about what the Sibling Rivalry show is going to be.
Do you think if me and you and Trixie and Kathy got into a physical altercation, would we win?
We would fucking destroy them. I mean, within the first 5 minutes, we would mollywop those two white bitches.
Okay, me and you versus Willem in Alaska.
Bob.
Me and you versus Jada Essence Hall and Heidi in Closet.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob. They're getting pummeled.
I can't think of one drag duo that could take us.
Cameron Michaels and Asia O'Hara.
I'm taking Cameron. Okay. I'll give you my light work. You can take Asia.
Vanjie and Silky.
Okay, so now Vanjie can you can tell Vanjie can scuffle. Silky, maybe she can scuffle too. I don't know. What do you think?
Latrice and Manila.
Oh, okay. So here's the plan, right? You and I, we both gotta take Latrice on together. We fucking dust Latrice, and then Manila will just sit there probably crying, and we'll fuck her up after.
Well, Latrice is a little long in the tooth.
This is true. Latrice is an older lady.
So, girl, and the knees is probably not.
But Latrice got hands. Latrice got hands though. Latrice got some hands. I've seen Latrice almost get into a physical fight, and I could tell Latrice got some hands.
Where?
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, me and you versus the queen of hands, Alyssa Edwards. And we know she's first to hit.
Why did I want to say Tatiana? Because Tatiana said in her song, right, see me with them hands.
So okay, so the other day at work, Monet was like, do you want to get cupped? Do you want to get cupped together? Let me tell you if y'all think I'm ridiculous in this scenario. So someone in our group has the cup bruises. And Monet says, do you want to get cupped? And I said, no. And I don't want to get cupped. And Monet goes, why not? Uh-huh. And I just said, well, I don't want to talk about it. That feels like Monet should be like, okay. and let it and become one with the wind and sky and let it go.
Okay.
Monet goes, why? And I said, Monet, I just don't want to talk about it. And she goes, but why? We're the queens of oversharing everything. Tell me why. Why don't you want to get a cup? And I said, Monet, I just don't want to talk. And Monet's like, you're being weird. You're being so weird.
Y'all, when I tell you, Bob and I talk about everything, and normally it's something that's really crazy. Bob was like, Monet, I really want to talk about it. Like, let's like, I'm like, okay, I would get a cue from that. But we were all like in the thing. I was like, Bob, why don't want to come? He's like, Monet, I don't want to talk about it.
But you're not good at picking up on social cues, Monet, because I didn't want to insult this woman because I don't believe in that kind of stuff. But I don't want to go into someone who's had this work done on their body and then maybe it's part of their healing process and blah blah blah. I don't want to be like, I don't believe in that bullshit.
Okay,
dumb.
So to that point even more, though she was on the other side of the room.
No, she was, y'all, when I tell you she was literally, I could have reached out and grabbed her by her fucking ponytail. Y'all, because Monet, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to describe it to y'all right now perfectly. This is why I know Monet is full of shit, because it was before rehearsal. All of us were standing. If you've ever been in a rehearsal hall, there's this one corner where the sound system is. We were all in that corner. Monet pointed directly at her and said, we should get cups. By the way, y'all, this room, if I whisper in this room, it bounces off of every corner. Let me finish my story.
Okay, continue. Then I'm gonna say my part.
Because dance rooms are notoriously known for carrying sound throughout the whole entire room. So we're all in the room together. Monet, do y'all think Monet's quietly? Do you guys think Monet's over there? Do y'all think Monet walked over and said, Bob, do you think we should get cups? And then I said, no, I don't want to get cups. And then she goes, do you think she whispered, why not, Bob? Why do you think Monet? No, Monet is talking loud as hell. It is early. We have a lot of energy. And I said, well, I don't want to talk about it. Monet's like, why? Monet starts tickling me. And then why? She's like, why? So we're going back and forth. So it is very loud. So that I guarantee that woman heard every word we were saying. Even if, by the way, she was right next to us. Even if she was clear across the room, she still would have heard every word we were saying. So now go ahead and tell your lie.
Okay, so first of all, we were in the front. So y'all, it's like the room is a square, and so like the big mirror,
a rectangle. Continue.
Whatever. The big mirror with all the wall with all the mirrors is there. The sound system is to the left, and then we were all in that area. Bob was saying, and I was like, and I asked him something about cupping, and Bob was like, no, I wouldn't. I don't want to talk about it. I was like, why? And then we were all the Juice Couture stretching, doing their thing. Our creative director, choreographer, doing the thing, talking to everyone. And then I start tickling Bob, as he said. And when I start tickling Bob starts to scurry and like run around the room. So I'm like trying to tickle him. And I'm like, Bob, why? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm tickling him. I'm like, Bob, tell me, you're being so weird. All Bob had to say, because girl, I don't believe in that shit. That's all Bob. If Bob acted like it was like some crazy thing, and she could not hear. She was on the other side of the room at that point.
She wasn't. It doesn't matter. Monet, you the way you would just sprinkle in falsehoods, that is what happened. If they are truth.
That is what happened.
But the reason why, and I'm not going to linger on too long, but the reason why Monet even mentioned it is because she was standing right next to Monet. Monet looked right at her. She was standing right next to us, and then Monet looked right at me. We were all within 5 feet of each other. And then Monet said, we should get cups. And I said, I don't want to. And then Monet immediately said, why not? And I said, I don't want to talk about it. Monet
exactly. And then I tickled you.
Immediately, and by this point, she had not sprinted across the room. She was still standing next to us, Monet.
No, as I tickled you, you started running, because every time I've been tickling you and teasing you for the past 2 days, and you ran across the room, and then I followed you.
Everyone's watching us, so everyone knows what we're talking about. Everyone, because we're screaming, we are cackling and screaming. So I don't want to be like, I don't believe in that dumb cup and shit. This shit, I don't want to judge this woman's belief. This is part of her healing process, and I want her healing to go accordingly. So.
Well, I'm getting
like,
cupping.
Pick up on the social cue, Mama.
I'm getting cupping because it looks fierce, and Marvin says it makes him feel really good.
Because it looks fierce?
No, because okay, let me finish. Marvin said it makes him feel really good after he gets done. She said it's really changed her stuff. So I want to try it. Have you ever done acupuncture?
No. I think I feel like cupping is psychosomatic. I don't know that though, but I feel like a lot of people are like, it doesn't actually do anything, which is why I wouldn't want to spend the money getting the bruises.
So you think like, mm-hmm. Well, we'll see.
So I think what?
I mean, do you like reflexology?
No.
Is there any type? Is there anything that you believe in?
Yeah, I believe in a lot of stuff. Like if I if I pull my if I break my leg, I believe in getting a cast, and I believe in going to physical therapy. Yeah.
So there's a cast for your mind though, because just like you get a physical cast, there are ways to use casts and things to help heal your mind and your body.
Like cupping is a cast for your mind.
Not cupping specifically, but that like just like you go see a doctor for your physical body, you go see a therapist for your mental body.
What does that do with cupping, bitch? I believe in therapy. I believe in therapy and psychologists. Just to be clear, I'm talking about cupping and ear candling and that kind of shit. Like ear candling is not a thing. Do you know what ear candle is?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I fucking used to waste money on ear candles.
Candle? I'm looking it up.
An ear candle.
Ear candle.
Or as Monet says, an air candle. Yeah, you put it in your ear and then you put a plate over your ear, you put the ear candle in your ear, and then you burn the candle, and then it pulls like wax and toxins out of your ear. And then you open it up and you can see and I used to do that shit. And then one day I just thought to myself, and then you open it, you see all the stuff, and I'll be like, all that came out of my ear. And they'd be like, yeah, all that came out of your ear. And then one day, randomly, I was like, let me burn this candle by itself. Just by itself. And bitch, it pulled the stuff from my ear, pulled it out of thin air.
That's because it was in the room, Bob.
That's because it's bullshit. Ear candling does not do anything to or for you. It is bullshit. And I wasted time. I used to fucking candle. I used to oil pull.
Often?
I used to oil pull.
How often?
Ear candling? I would ear candle like maybe once every 2 weeks. I used to oil pull every day.
What's oil pull?
So when you swoosh coconut oil around in your mouth,
I remember this,
pulling toxins out of your mouth. It's not. It's not.
I remember this. I remember the oil pulling.
It is. I was just swishing coconut oil in my mouth, looking crazy.
Sometimes
but then again, I also feel bad because like there's probably somebody listening to this and oil pulling right now, and they think I'm judging their system. But if it makes you feel good, then go for it. But it does not make me feel. I don't think that stuff makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm being had, quite frankly.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of stuff out there. Who fucking knows what be working and what don't? I don't fucking know. But the only things I only like physical stuff. Like I've never done acupuncture. I've never done cupping. I like massages. I like a good old massage with some common music and someone to physically work the knots out of my back. That's another thing. Anytime someone is like, do you feel that knot? I'm like, no. Like I guess my hands are just dumb. I'm not trained to feel knots. One day, they're like, you don't feel that knot right there? I'm like, bitch, no, you could be saying anything. I don't feel no fucking knots. And even when I try to go and feel knots on other people, I don't ever feel it. Do you ever feel knots on things? I don't be feeling that shit.
No. I have felt people's shoulders are tense, but that's.
But I'm like, is that what about?
I've never felt a knot.
Muscle?
No, I've never felt a knot.
How you know it's not muscle? Once someone says someone's tense, I'm like, maybe it's just a muscle.
Well, I've grabbed people who are really muscular and they're just like jello too because they're so relaxed. I have seen that, but I've never felt a knot. No, never a knot.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah, anyway,
have you seen the video of the old lady, the chiropractor?
No. What?
It's so bad, but I can't stop laughing at it.
Does he hurt her?
For lots and lots of years. Oh, beautiful. Last time I looked at that X-ray, I remember seeing 18 fractures out of 24 vertebrae in the spine. Just bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. They were all old fractures. Up, down, up and down, up and down. Good. Ow.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Good movement there, huh? Yeah. All right, Miss Lorraine, relax that head for me.
Oh, God.
You guys charged up now.
Wow.
Can you send me that?
Power's on.
All down the back.
Wow.
My middle of my back, too.
That all healing takes time? That this isn't Amazon Prime, right? Has a massive...
Can you send me that? That is crazy.
Let me just say out loud. I really hope that I really hope that woman's okay. I hope that she's well, and I hope that she got something good out of working with that chiropractor. And I genuinely hope that she is physically well. But Monet, I don't know why, but that shit gathered me, and she goes, "Ow," and he's like, "Yeah, right," and she's like, "Ow."
That's wild. That seems so wild.
But I do believe in getting massages and
massage. Did they give you? Did Pit Stop give you a gift when you finished this past season?
Yes, they did. Can you get it for me, Jacob? It's the gift that Pit Stop gave me. What did they give you?
Let's see what they gave you.
No, well, Jacob's going to get mine. You said they gave you a massage. What did they get you?
They gave me a massage at a $250 gift card to get a massage.
Joe gave it to you? Joe gave you a massage with his own hands?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And I mean, it got really weird. Like he put like this penis in my butt afterwards, but it was like fine.
But you liked it. This was.
I can't find it, but if Monet got anything, she should definitely tell it.
If Monet got what?
If Monet got anything, she should definitely.
She told me. Yeah. All right. This is what they got me.
What does it say?
It says best pit stop host.
Oh my God. I'm gonna drag Joe his little ugly self.
Well, it says the best pit stop host is 2022. Wait, were you 2022?
I'll take the massage.
Enjoy it. I have this, which comforts me, and I love this little trophy, and it is up there with my Glad Media Awards.
Good for you.
Well, Monet, I will see you soon.
I will see you soon, girl.
You ready to turn it out? Today's all Monet all day.
No, it's not.
I know. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.